Well, hello everyone. This is a special report coming up. We have a severe storm in Pennsylvania going through right now, and let me bring up the map here and show you where the severe snowstorm is coming through. It's pretty wide in that, as you can see on the map here. Um, it's streaming all the way from West Virginia. Yeah, it's spotty. We're getting a lot. I'm getting a lot of rain, and that down where I'm at, and as you can see, there's a severe winter storm up in New York, and um, that is up by Kingston, New York. That's upstate New York, and that so it's getting pretty bad out there in Pennsylvania. And that let me get in closer here, see if we can and it's up in Jamestown, Somerset, Elkins, and that. So it's getting pretty bad out there. And as you can see down where I'm at here, if you can see my little cursor down here, I'm down here in the corner right here. We're getting a lot of rain, and that. So people out there, with you're flying, getting ready for Thanksgiving, and that. Just make sure you take some time and into consideration about the weather. Check out the weather station and that for any storms that are heading our way. As you can see in this Doppler, the blue is mild, yellow is moderate. I think that's like a beige is severe, and then extreme is in the red. So like this is severe. This is extreme. Sorry. This is severe, and this is moderate. And then up here in New York, they're getting some mild and severe weather storms ghost here, and that get it out here a little bit wider in that. So I think this storm came through where my son was. A lot of snow out there in North Dakota, and that. So I'll keep you updated. See if I can get road condition reports and that. That there's severe up there by York, Pennsylvania, and it looks like it's heading right towards them. So, and it's somewhat of a slow moving storm. Thursday, and today is it's Wednesday or Friday evening, and that. And I mean, if you look at this is the time to have that extra blanket in your car. Some maybe put some energy bars in there. If you're going on a road trip or something like that, you don't know what type of weather that you're going to run into, and it's nice to have a little safety backpack or just make sure that uh, tires are serviceable, because you know getting out there, you think the road is clear. You have black ice. You can get, you can hydroplane on black ice and that. So yeah, and like you said, for the snows that are coming in, and that just make sure that you're stocked up a little bit, in your pantry. Have some extra, just in case you can't get out for a couple of days. Uh, I remember growing up where it we were snowed in. We're up at the cottage, and we were snowed in for 3 days. And but I mean, we had our snow machines for us northern people, or other people call them snowmobiles, where we were able to get out and get to the stores and stuff like that. Some cities still have it where people can use their snow machines to go grocery shopping and stuff like that. That's up in the northern hemisphere, or northern, like in Wisconsin, northern Wisconsin, Minnesota, Montana, and all that areas. But like I said, it takes to be prepared. I know this is kind of short notice, but if you're getting out for Thanksgiving, just have that extra care package, or extra uh, go to bag with extra blanket, uh, maybe some water in there, and not the bottled water in the plastic. Maybe get like a Yeti, or a thermos with water in that, because water tends to tends to go bad in those if sun hits it all the time. And that, let's this stream out here a little bit, and at total snow depth forecast right now. It's refreshing. We'll move in here a little quicker. Go up here. Let me see if I can move it over. And we'll hit. It has 6 inches so far that fell. In Somerset, it has 5 inches so far that fell. And that, let me see if I can get it earlier. Oh, actually, 3 inches so far in Indiana, Pennsylvania. And that, um, let's see, illumination. And as you can see, that darker green is where that severe, um, they're looking at anywhere between 4 to 20 inches of snow that's going to accumulate in that area. And that, let me see if I can get out here. So on the average, in that storm is producing anywhere between 4 to 20 inches of snow. So, which is kind of weird for this time of year. Usually you get that. Well, yeah, this is November. Keep forgetting. Next week is Thanksgiving, and that. So, like, if you're heading out, just make sure that you pack an extra blanket, or if there's, a few of you, maybe a couple blankets, um, or even, those little thermal cans heaters where you can light them, and you can put some tin foil over it. And because if you get stuck in the snow, or if you get stuck in that, you can keep yourself warm, and be able to survive until someone gets there to you. Depending if you're in a rural area, and that, um, and there's some roads out there, where people, it takes a while for people to, drive back and forth on them, and that. So just make sure you pack a little extra, uh, like energy bars, like little snacks, for like protein and stuff like that, like peanuts and that. And then, like I said, instead of putting it in the plastic bottles and that, because sometimes people forget, and your car gets hot in the summer, and the chemicals, sort of like leak into the water and that. So like maybe a Yeti thermos, or any type of thermos, to keep some fresh water in there. And then there's, like you said, if you slide off into the road or into the ditch, and that, sometimes you can use your place or your foot mats to get out of the ditch, and that give you a little extra traction. But like if you get stuck in the ditch, just make sure, if you're running your car, make sure that you keep your tailpipe clean, because that'll build up the carbon monoxide from your car, and basically come back from your car. I have a friend texting me, giving me suggestions, and that. So pardon the hesitation there a little bit. We'll go back to the main configuration of this storm, and that. And like I said, it's going all the way from Bakeley, West Virginia, all the way up to Edinburg, Pennsylvania, where the severe, or extreme, I should say, extreme weather is going through. And they're saying anywhere between 4 to 20 inches of snow. Sorry for that, losing the live stream here, because there's a lot of I'm getting a lot of rant. So we'll keep you updated. We'll keep you updated on how this storm is going, and that. And like I said, we have some friends in York, Pennsylvania, that is associated with the Creative Spirit channel. I might reach out to them and see how much snow they're getting, or if they're getting any snow yet, and that, so we can take a look at that. Wow. It's just amazing how weather can change in an instant, in that. And like I said, I'm down here, where you see the Delaware, and that, and that there's Easton, America Center, Hurlock. So I'm right here on the border. There I am, Federalsburg, right here. That's where I live. In that, so so I have someone asking me again what the colors mean on this map. So the blue is mild snowfall. The gray is light. It could be light snowfall or light rain. And then the yellow is moderate to snowfall or light or rainfall. The peakish or beige, I think that is severe. And then the red is extreme. And like you said, on the colors, you can see the light mean or the light gray, like this right here, is light in that. And then the moderate, like here, is moderate rainfall. And I don't see any heavy. Don't see any heavy rainfall or in that. So, or in that. And as you can see, there was one storm that already came through that already passed, and you see way out here in the Atlantic, and I think that's what's feeding it, from the Canadian. So basically, West Virginia, Midwest Virginia, and Lower Pennsylvania, in southern New York is getting most of the snow, and then here in Maryland, because we're a little bit south in that, we tend to get a lot more rain than snow nowadays. I can remember talking to some of the locals here. They say back in the day when I was a kid and stuff like that, they got a lot of snow and stuff. So it's changed a little bit in that, but it's like you said, it's better to be prepared, especially when Thanksgiving is coming up and you're getting out there on the roads. It might take a day or two for them to clean up, especially after 20 inches of snow coming down. And depends if it's a heavy snow, if it's real moist or that. It tends to stick a little bit. Great snowman making snow, as they say, wet packed snow, versus the dry powdered where. But then there is bad because when the wind picks up and that it can go into whiteout, what they call whiteout, where you can't see anything in front of you. It's just one big white blur in that, and it's very dangerous to drive in that. And I can remember being up at Fort Drum, New York, and out on maneuvers and stuff like that, and got some powdered snow blowing in that, and you had to stop. But the mission still had to go on, and that, so we just had to be very cautious in that. So, but like I said, I just want to give you guys a special report here, and just let you guys know that Pittsburgh is getting kind of southern Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, I should say, southern Pennsylvania, and it's heading towards Pittsburgh, and that is going to be getting hit pretty hard. And that, so send out my prayers to everybody out there. Be safe, and like I said, it's the winter months. Pack that extra blanket, some extra power bars, for just to give you some good energy, or maybe even like a little spade, so if you do sort of slide off into a ditch or something, that you can dig yourself out, and that and make sure you stay hydrated. A lot of people, um, you know, forget to hydrate while they're working outside in the cold and that, and their body can actually overheat from not having enough liquid in it and that, and you can actually get heat stroke. I don't know what to call it, but um, yeah, it's a little it's kind of just be careful and that, so we can, you know, come back the next day and be able to uh, enjoy the holidays, enjoy Thanksgiving, enjoy family, and that, and help your neighbor. Um, so, and like I said, it's never too late to start preparing for storms. So I would suggest adding, like uh, a storm uh, pantry where you can have, where, just in case, you get snowed in, and your regular staples and stuff like that, where you couldn't be able to get to this store or have something delivered to you because of the roads. Um, like some of this, the back, look at this. As you can see, you got extreme snowfall coming in, anywhere between 4 to 10 inches. And then on the back side of that, they have a light stream. So that could be mixed with rain on top of that snow, which is very bad, and make the roads even icier. In some places, I know uh, they don't get out to plowing until after the storm goes through, and then they go in and put all their effort into removing the snow, plowing the snow, and then starting to remove it. And the snow has to go somewhere, and I back in my hometown, we used to uh, clear the main roads and then pile it up in the dump trucks and then take it out to the dump and dump the snow out there. Some people, they'll take it to the edge. There's some dumping areas where they take the extra snow and they put it in the fields, and then, or they take it to the riverbank, and then let it go into the river, and melt away that way, and then that becomes flooding and that. So you got to be careful when it comes to trying to get rid of all that snow and that. And it's a lot easier with rain in that, but snow, it tends to stay for a little bit and accumulate very a lot in it. So it's going to be probably a couple days for when they come through and that and clean this up and that. So just be prepared for delays and that. And then people are getting ready to fly out for Thanksgiving. And just to let you know, my son is flying in from North Dakota on Monday, and I got to go pick him up from the airport and that. So, but it's supposed to be, I think, 62 degrees and sunny out. So he's coming in later that afternoon, and that. Uh, so we'll have a week together uh, to spend Thanksgiving, and I'll show. right now, just got an update. They're saying anywhere between 3 to 6 inches by 11 p.m. today in that area of where the, the extreme weather is. There's Somerset. Let me just see here. Yeah, there's 6 inches right here. And Merrill's are, let's see. Now there's a name for a town. Upper Turkey Foot is getting 6 inches. And then so actually, if you can see this little dotted line right here, this is Pittsburgh where my arrow is, and then this is Maryland right here where my arrow is, and that. And as I can see, like I said, this right here is like 4 inches, and then when you get into here, they can accumulate up to 20 inches right in this area. Right in the blue areas, you can see anywhere between 1 to 2 inches in that. But you see, this is just snow. And on the backside of this could be rain going in there. It's just I gotta see if I can find a rain gauge to see where's the rain coming at. That's the snow. Here, let's see rain. It's just snow. It's just giving us accumulation with snow in that. All right. And so we'll just leave you with this and that. And like I said, we'll keep you updated and that. And like I said, I mean, this storm is moving very, very, very slow in that. So it's gonna have a big impact on between West Virginia and up into Pennsylvania, southern and Miss. And that. So, well, we'll leave you at that. And like I said, make sure when you get up tomorrow or something like that, and if you're going to travel, uh, pack. Especially if you're heading into Pennsylvania or West Virginia or New York or Ohio, just pack that extra go bag with some good water and some treats in that to keep you hydrated and then to keep nourish you while if you're if you get stuck on the road or something like that. So we'll let you go now, and next time